Oh, oh, oh. You gotta do the fake. Okay. So, let's see. He's another one. So, someone told me a long time ago, you become what you surround yourself with, right? So, I've he's way back there. I blame Oscar for some of my lack of discipline. It's never anybody else's fault. It's always yours. So you know, I don't really blame him. But at first, man, like for the first couple months, so Oscar is strictly exercise guy, right? Just play with him. But for the first 3 months, I was like, well, I got an hour to do whatever I want, right? So the first 10 minutes we'd really work. 10 to 15 minutes of the hour. And then after a couple months, it was like, I don't know if it's because I got busier or if it just became, well, I don't have to work, so therefore I'm not going to work, right? It could be part of it. Actually, it probably is part of it. Because as humans, we're going to be lazy when we can, right? So while it was fun working with them, getting stuff tightened up, we then also ended up relaxing on all that, right? So that's kind of where you're, depending on what you want your discipline to be, you got to watch how you do that. And me, what I am is I will take anything business-wise, right? I'm not going to say no just because, like some people would be like, well, I'm a trainer, let me send you to this guy. I'm more like, I'm just trying to pay the bills, so yeah, I will take anything. And he's been a great, steady guy, right? You gotta have regulars. And then the other one I was gonna talk about, hold on, I gotta make this water. Now I'm ready. So the other one is, I was just riding over here, and sometimes really well-trained off-leash people are, what's the word? Kind of disrespectful to others, right? So, so there's this older couple walking with their dog, and then on the leash, right, on this side of the road, and on the other side of the road, this is a small, it's not a big road like where I live. It's a small residential road. Oh, how did we mess that up? I took that weird left turn, right? So anyways, there's a younger dude, I think when I say younger, he's probably in his 30s. And the older people were probably in their 50s or 60s. And they had a big dog. And this guy had a big dog. So I couldn't tell if he was talking on the phone or just like whatever, walking. And his dog was great, except it was like playing and jumping, trying to get him to play with him all over the place. And he's just like whatever, and he's walking. Oh, now that dog never made an effort to go over and mess with the old people and their dog, which is good. It shows that he's trained well, right? However, the dog just running crazy on their side of the road, you know, he's just running around, hey, like it was playful, 100% playful with the dude. What he should have done is he should have said, hey, settle down, heel, you know, get him to heel and walk close with him in that moment, because the older people were, you could, what about me throwing right there makes him go around that tree? It's kind of funny, right? You could tell that the older people were like, oh my God, you know, they're kind of stressed about it. Now their stress in the situation isn't necessarily that guy's responsibility, but if you're having your dog off leash, right, it kind of is, because it makes people with off-leash dogs look like they don't pay attention to their dog at all. When, obviously, he did good work with the dog, because the dog wasn't showing any interest in going and messing with those people or that dog. But with the dog running around crazy while they're trying to walk calmly by, it's kind of, I don't know. I don't like it. And that's where your heel comes into play. Like I never tell my guys to heel unless I want them right there in that situation. Does that make sense? I mean, I do when we're working. But when we're walking, heel, who cares? Now, when there's people coming, somebody with a dog, I'll be like, hey, heel. And then they got to get in close. That's where I'm a little more, you got to be just right. Because it helps other people out. Right, Oscar? Some bull jiving. Give me that. See, that time he ran right for it. I wonder why. Because my body's facing that way and I flick it that way, and then that time I turn my body. Is that why? Let's see. If I keep my body facing him and I throw it that way. Ah, there it is. Right? So instead of going for the way the frisbee's, it's weird because he watches the frisbee the whole way. So it seems like he just go for the frisbee, right? So now let's see. Excuse you, pig. Give me that one. And now if I turn, he still did. Oh, and he still almost got to it. I think if it wouldn't have angled, he would have got it. So that time, even though I turned my body, he went around the tree. Of course, I had moved up farther too. So let's see if I come back here. Let's see what he does. I don't know, whatever, dude. Drop it. He's like, I don't know, drop it. Oh, in the tree. See, that time I didn't turn my body until after I threw it. It's hard to tell if I don't do what I say I'm going to do, right? All right, so now I'm back to where we were the first time. He dropped the thing. Let's see if I turn my body and then throw it. No, he still went around the tree. Oscar's a good dog. All right, dude, I need music. I talked a bunch of bullshit already, right? Did I get all that shit off my chest? Does it make any sense? I think I know what I'm talking about. What you think, Oscar? Do I just think I know what I'm talking about? Say sometimes. Sometimes you think you're right when you're not. We didn't do very many short ones, huh? Well, we did a few. Anyways. It looks like it paused, didn't it? It was just him staring at this frisbee. All right, whatever.